Oh, they are out there. Absolutely glorious day then out there. Just some weather. They say it's going to rain tomorrow. So I thought, hang on, might as well celebrate that last day of good weather around here with this. Look at that. These cost nothing. Given. Free. Don't get no freebies round here. There's the old flavours of them. And what I'm going to start with. Hang on a minute. There's alcoholic beverage there. You see it there? 5%, 4.2, 3.4 for gobbling. 4.2, 4.1 and 4.6. Well, a bit of a let down there. Also, I think these are Carlsbergs, aren't they? See, it's Carlsberg, I thought. Ringwood, I'm sure they do that in Lidl. Golden Goose. We're going to start off with Boone. Old Boone the. Remember that TV series, Boone? Let me get a glass out, pour out there. Pour it Fedwick. Local play Boone there. Boone. Get me that tin on there. It's a bit of a Lockwood, this one. Crack it up. What's it say? Do things seriously. Blah, blah. Whatever it says. Let's get it up. The sun's going down. There she is. Let's pour her in there. Get a bit of an head going just to get rid of gas. We don't want no gas here. You see there? A bit of a dark one, that, ain't it? That'll be that one. Yes, right to top that. No gas, no head there at all. Hang on, I'll show you in a minute. That, hang to that. How much you colour though? I like that gold colour. I like that gold colour though. See that back up there? I like that golden colour. It ain't some like that. A lot of. There's a few bubbles knocking about, isn't there? Let that settle a minute. I'll have a snowy. Oh, I tell you what, that smells nice, that. 4.2%. Deliciously fruity craft blonde ale. Boom. Michael Fenwick, I think his name was. Something like that. Michael Fenwick there. Sure, that's what it was. Whatever it is. You'll have a read of that. We'll have another drink. Well, I ain't had a drink yet. What am I on about? So have a look here. So smell. It smells nice, that. I like the smell of that. So have a taste. These have been in over a week in fridge there. They're really chewed out. So you want to like when you got good weather. No rain tomorrow, they're saying. No, believe it or not, I like that. I'm not getting any fruits, but I'm getting a little bit of bitterness there. You know, it's coming through now. It's too strong flavour in that for me. I like crispy like. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice, but I like a little crispy like. So Boone there. Great name, that Boone there. Nice colour. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Doesn't it look lovely, that colour there? Very hoppy it is. I'm not getting much fruit out of it. Did it say fruit? I can't remember what we're on about. Blah, blah. I'm sure it said fruity. Yeah, deliciously fruity craft blonde ale. I'm reading it round back. Oh, there's a bar on there, isn't there? Reading it on back there. It's very, well, ain't no fruit, but it's very. A little bit of sweetness. There's a bit of high, low end bitterness there. It's right down here as you take it back. Drink it, just as you get back at throat. But I like it. I like that. But not enough to buy it Again, good job I didn't buy it in first place, isn't it? Right. I'm going to give that one a nice 4.5 out of 10. I'll be back in a bit when it's time to open another one. Right. Time for the second bottle, and I'm gonna improve number on this. I've sat down there and had a nice drink of this. I'm gonna give that a 5.5 out of 10. Boom, 5.5 out of 10. It's mellowed down. Now I've drank it. That is nice. I like that. Yeah. Boom, 5.5 out of 10. That's right. Let's have a look. What shall we go for next? Shall we go for a bit of? Let's go for a bit of Breaks beer. Let's get that Breaks beer out. Okay. Colour is it? White. So, Wainwright, IAF, Shipyard, Sainsbury. Here he is. Breaks beer. Let's have a look at this one. 4.6%. Well, over one. Hey, that were only 4.2%. 4.6. We're going to give this a crack now. Gold beer with citrus aromas. Pardon me, that's from first glass I had. That's Boom talking. Anyway, zesty fruits, eh? Oxford Gold. Let's have a look. A bit bland. Proper bottle around. Oh, look at that there. Look. You see that there? Oh, you see it? Got a beer on top. Get it out in a minute. Right, let's have a look at this. It's boring there. Boring there. Hang on, let's have a sniff. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is a bit, that is fruity, that. You can really smell that. Citrusy. Oh, the right with description on good colour here. I do like this colour. Go for the gold colour. Oh, it looks a bit bittery, this one. Let me get you up there with, but we're too late for that head. There. Let's get you a bit further up there. You can really smell that citrus, sorry. Yeah, it's very lemony, that. Just very lemony. And that, to me, that's already saying, hey, I'm going to go here, alright. That smells alright. This could be a winner, this one. I like a bit of citrus. There's no doubt about zesty fruit finish. This. Now, there, what did I get first one? Boom. Hang on, I'll get a pen out. Oh, don't forget then. Get a nice pen in. I said 4.5, but I put it up to 5.5 because it really smoothed off. 1.5. There. I can't understand that neither. Never mind. Let's have a look at that colour there. Look at that lovely gold colour. What's bubbles like? There's a few there. There's a few there. Oh, to celebrate that last day of good weather before the old sun goes away. Let's have another sniff. You can really smell that citrus. Very lemony. Hang on a minute. I said the sniffing. Let's get drinking. Let's have a tasty. Absolutely. Absolutely. Really nice smeller. Lemonade, lemon there. But you can really taste it, you know. That is alright. I like that. Am I getting a bit of nuts there? There's a bit of nuts in that. Nabbity bobbity bibbity. Barley. Well, you know barley's in there. A bit of barley. Won't mind going there, missy. Just says gold beer, citrus aroma, zesty fruit finish. But I can definitely get lemon. There's definitely lemon there, man. Getting a bit nutty. There's a bit of nuttiness going off here. It's very light as well. It's not got that bitterness at the bottom like Boone did. And I marked him down, but after I sat down for a bit, just letting it drinking it went up to 5.5 out of 10. That 5.5 out of 10 for Booney there. yeah, let's have another taste here. It's all about that zesty lemon. There is as it ends, finishes, goes away, there's a bit of a nuttiness there. There is a bit of nut coming at back end, and a little bit of bitterness at top end there. Definitely nutty, this one. Lovely colour, not a lot of gas. It's just... I'm going to sit down, finish that one off nice and steady like I did with Boone, because Boone really did improve another point when I sat down there. I'll be back when I've finished that one off there. Just about finished it. The shakes breaks beer there. Nice. It's a nice citrusy lemon flavour. There's a bit of bitterness there, and there's definitely a bit of nut coming at back end there. It's alright, that. I'm getting a bit of nuttiness there. A bit of bitterness. I'm going to give this one, the old Shakespeare breaks beer there. I give 5.5 to the old Boone. Great name, that. Boone Dougal. I'm going to give this one. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. I'm going to give it 6. Right. Still sunny out there. Celebrate that sunshine. Before it goes, with another bottle. Which one shall we go for next? I fancy that shipyard there. Looks well, that shipyard, doesn't it? There's a bit of... We'll go for Wainwright. Let's have Wainwright now. Get her out there. Put this right to the top. I know what I'm doing now. Bit of Wainwright. There she is, look. Gold worth the walk. Oh, it's a mountaineer, isn't it? Worth the walk. I like me walking. I like me cycling as well. What's this one say? Blah, blah, blah-ba-de-boo, bobbity-boo-de-boo. Just says golden beer. Like the oct. Hang on, you can have a read yourself. Now, with my eyes, and where I want now. Like the oct, with subtle sweetness, delicate citrus aroma, glorious golden colour. Now the Boone and the Breakspear, lovely golden colour to them. Now let's see what this one's like. Hang on, what percentage is it? 4.1. It's only 4.1, this one. Are they all 500ml? Let me check that. Having this 500. That's alright, panics of it. They're all 500. Let's finish that drop out there. Boring there. This is a lighter one, this. It's not got that gold, dark gold. Ooh, you've got a bit of an head here. Better be careful here. Quite an head. Them other two didn't give me an head. That's it. Yeah, it's a lot lighter colour, this one. Them other two are a lovely, lovely dark colour to them. Try and save that head there. I can't put any more in. There's a bit in the bottom there. Just let that settle down a minute. Let it settle down. It's a very light colour, this one. Few bubbles. There's not a lot of gas coming out of these lagers, which is good. You don't want to be gassed out. No doubt about that. Another thing you don't want to be doing is mixing your beers like this. Now, I hadn't done this since 90s, when you'd have a whiskey and then you'd have a beer, then you'd have a lager in pub. You don't want to mix your beers. This could be an error, but that's why I'm doing it, so you don't have to. I'll look after you. Don't worry about that. Get that last bit in the... that last drop's in there. Let's get her over here so you can have a nice look at her head. Put her head on that. You see her head there? Lovely light colour this time. Little bit of gas from the old Shakespeare there. Right. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a sniff there. It smells a bit burnt to me. Sense of smell going. Let's have a taste. That is a very light flavour. It's very light, that. Have a bit more. I'm getting it sounds nuts, but I'm tasting a little bit of something burnt. No, something burnt in there. Just tastes a bit burnt. So a bit more. That is very light on flavour. There's not a lot coming out of that at all. Let's have a smell now. It says a delicate citrus, didn't it? Yeah, I always said that. It's very light on the flavour. What I'm going to do is sit down and just enjoy it. Right, in a minute. Finish this one off, eh? Not much left. Finish it off. There's not a lot of flavour to this Wainwright one. Which one is it? That one there. There's not a lot of flavour there. There's no bitterness neither. It's not crispy. It's just quite bland with a bit of what? Yeah, it's quite bland, that. Quite bland indeed. I'm going to give this one. Yeah, it's a blander, this one. Alright, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's a nice light lager, that. Not special. Right, what shall we go for next? Shall we go for a shipyard? Bit of shipyard. Hang on, which is highest percentage? Let's have a look in fridge. Get the high percentage. Vineyard, shipyard is they're all 500 mil. That's 5%. 3.4 on Goblin. And on that, 4.2 on the old Golden Goblin. 4.2, 3.4. Pardon me there. Tell you what we're going to have now. Running low now. We're going to go for shipyard. Bit of gas. They're not that gassy though. Pardon me. They're not that gassy. Pardon me. The old shipyard. Yeah, that shipyard out. Portland Marine, USA. It's an American lager. I think it is. It says USA. Why would you put that on there? Just a branding. Shipyard. Let's get that glass out. There's the old lid there. That's alright. I'll give a mark out of 6 out of 5 with that one, wasn't it? The old Wainwright. Quite disappointing, that Wainwright. When it ain't like that, you'd expect something better. Let's get this poured in. Oh, we've got a bit of a colour. We've got a bit of an head coming here. And a lot darker colour. I like that dark colour. Some lovely golden colours round here. Get it right in there. Really fill her up. Bit of an head on this one. More of an head on the last one. Get it over there. They're all 500 millers. There's the old head, look. Look at that. What a nice colour. Well, she's clouding over now. Let's have a look. She's clouding over, alright. Very grey out there. High rain cloud. The sun's greyed over. That bad weather's coming. Good jobber. Decided to take these on while the sun was still here. Right, let's have a sniff. That's strange. What's it say on description? Pioneers a true refreshment and taste. From the art of Portland Marine, coastal city shipbuilding world trade, founder Fred. Refreshing, full flavour, easy drink beer for all. Here we go. Here it is. Grapefruit notes. At its core, read with your eyes. Delicate bitterness. I don't want no bitter here. American style IPA, deep golden colour, refreshing with every sip. So it's grapefruit, refreshing with a touch of bitterness. That's what she says. Oh shit, yeah. I'll decide. It's a nice colour. There's not a lot of bubbles there. We don't want to be gassed out. And I've got to say, I haven't been gassed out on first three. A little bit of gas, not to be bothered about. That smells a bit. It really does smell really top-end BO. I know that sounds nuts, but top-end BO. You ain't got any deodorant on. Really top end BO, there's no doubt about it. Let's have a taste here. Oh, hey. There's a nice high pitch to this lager here. There's a nice high pitch to this lager. Now, to me, I know it sounds nuts, but it smells of actual BO in a good way, if there's such a thing there. You know, when you're sweating, you got that BO and you ain't got no deodorant on. That BO there, that's what I'm getting. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that is BO. No messing here. It's how it is here. No try. It's a very thin, right at top end. Right at that top right there. There's no gas coming through. It's not crispy. Nah, there we go. It's not crispy at all. There's a bit of bitterness at top end. It starts at the top and works its way down. Instead of coming from bottom, really bassy bitterness. This is a top note bitterness there. It did say light, didn't it? But it is BO smelling. No doubt about it. That just takes me to BO there. When you're in school there and doing PE. BO. That's the smell. And the BO follows through on taste there. It's a top end bitterness. But it's quite light. But there's no gas. We don't want no gas round here. None of the bubbles knocking about. Look at that there. Hang on. That nice one there. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I'm going to now sit down and just enjoy this lager and I'll be back in a minute with numbers. Right. Just about finished that BO lager there. No special, that shipyard at all. Right, let's get into the next one. Well, we're running low here. It's a real shame. The goblins, they're the last two. I'll let them both out here. You can decide. We go for the old golden bait. Oh. Or the special SI. Well, 3.4%. 4.2. I think we'll go for the gold goblin here. We'll go for gold one. Yeah, get it in on it. Any bottle opener there. Oh, hey, I like that. Look at this. You see that there? The old goblin. No, that is that good. I'm actually going to keep that bottle top. How cool is that? That's what I'm talking about. It's better than that shipyard one. The bottle top. Let's get it on. Put it over there, out of the way. I don't want to waste that. Make some out of that, alright? No wastage around here. Right, what does it say? Gold beer, 500ml, of course, 4.2. I'm trying to get some description going. Here, you have a look. Can you see it there? It says, grab your axe and crack open a gold one. Oh, golden axe. Golden Axe, the old game, isn't it? That's what they're playing on there, Golden Axe. You remember Golden Axe there? They were crap. Unearth a hoard of hops with malted barley and dive from a biscuit-like base into a bounty of fresh lemon and lime. It's a treasure. Malted barley, biscuit-like base with bounty. We all know what bounty is. I don't mind a bounty. I like my bounties, mate. Let's get it in there. Let's have a look at this colour. Gas on the old head. Slow it down. I don't want a big head. Look at that head there. There's quite a head coming here, alright. I'm trying to save this. This is a very light colour. Very light indeed. That's what you want. I've had some lovely coloured beers to start with. We're getting into the light one. She's overflowing here. Let's have a look at that head there. You see that head there? She's not bad, is she? Hey, hang on, I had numbers, have we? Let's move her out of the way. Move her out of the way, because there's a little bit more coming out of that bottle. Shipyard, well, it's very B.O. with lager, that. I know it sounds nuts, but that's what it is. You get it on flavour and on taste, which makes 0 sense, but it's no special, I'm going to give that. Well, the highest we've gone is 6, that's disappointing. I'm going to give this Shipyard. I really am going to knock this down. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 10. 4.5 out of 10. The old Shipyard can't build lager. There's no doubt about that. Right, I think she's ready now. Let's top her. Look how colourful that is. Very light. Let's top her off there. Oh, that head's getting really big now. Is that it? Is that it all done? Well, it's a shame. The sun's gone now, alright. It's very grey out there. She's trying to burn through that grey clouds, but pardon me, there's not a lot of gas here. I've had 4 bottles. I've had the Boom to start with. Then I had Wainwright. What did I have? Oh, I had Shakespeare, didn't I? Breakspeare. Then I had Wainwright. Then I had Shipyard. Let me just write that down so I said 1. Like Shakespeare. 2. The old Wainwright. And then the old Shipyard. In order, some lovely colours on the old Boone and the old Breakspeare. Lovely dark colours, really good colours. Now let's get this in here. Let's have a look at gas to start. Yeah, nice thin on gas, that's what you want. You don't want to be gassed out. I'm not really gassed out with any of these lagers here. That's a nice light colour, that. Right, let's get ready here. Rigged up. I'm rigged up now. Let's have a smell. Hey up. Hang on a minute. Let me just... Hang on. I'm gonna have to take a taste. The smell's not working right. So let's have a taste. Oh dear me. What is it again? Goblin Gold. Gold beer with Goblin at 4.2%. No idea why the bottle be a 3.4. Makes no sense to me. You don't want alcohol-free lager. It's very light, this. It's very light. Now, these have been in fridge for over a week. No, 8 days, actually. Perfectly chilled out here. Look at that colour there. It's very light. Very light. I'm not getting much flavour here. You're getting a bit of the hops bitterness right at top. It's another top end bitterness. It's not coming from base, it's coming from top and it's working down. It's a light bitterness with depth to it. Whereas if you're getting the bitterness from base, it's going to be real deep and dense. You don't like that. You don't like that around here. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's a very thin lager, just like last one. The Shipyard. It's like the Shipyard, except it doesn't smell or taste like B.O. It's only difference here. So, what you don't want to be doing is what I'm doing. If you're having some lager or beer, just stick with same brand. Don't mix them brands up. Don't mix them up. That could be very detrimental later on. I've had it before in the 90s. Yeah, it's just a top end bitterness there. You go there, there's your flavour, and then there's nothing down there. It's very light. Nice colour. Well, it's not as good as first two, them lovely dark golden colours. Yeah, it's almost bland. Bit of sweetness there. Well, this is disappointing. It's 5th bottle, this. This could be very disappointing. I want to now sit down and just relax and enjoy the benefit of drinking lager. I'll be back in a minute. But it'll be a minute. Right, we're down to the last one. I'm just going to finish this one off now. You can see how much is left there. There's not a lot there. I've got to admit, there's not been a lot of gas. You don't want no gas. Quite bland there. Quite bland that. It's not shooting out at you at all. We've got one bottle left there. There it is. Oh, the old hobgoblin there. Oh, help. It's going off. That's disappointing. They're all 500ml, but 3.4%. 3.4? That's diabolical. So have a look on back there. Hang on, it says Unleash Happy. You can have a read yourself. In green there. I'm going to read with my eyes. I'm going to get right in the Unleash Happy Havoc with a session. IPA, that's light in body but full on in flavour, packed with New World hops that deliver especially easy drinking tropical and citrus flavours. Set Goose, IPA that'll leave you refreshed, utterly refreshed. Well, I'll decide. 3.4%. Hang on, look at this here. Just look at this. Same on last one. Just look at that cap. That cap is that good. And I'm going to keep it. Where's the other one? These are too good to dump. I'm not putting these in dustbin. Look at that. Can you see that? I'm sure I can come up with some idea to reuse these stunners. That one looks like me, that one. Right, let's get them over there. They're being saved, alright. That dinted them. Right, let's pour this green goblin in. 3.4%. Right, disappointment there, alright. Well, this is 6th and last. Steady it down there. I don't want a big head. This is last one of the 6 bottles, eh? Let's just turn her over. Did I give a number for last bottle there? Hang on. Gold. I didn't give a number, did I? It was bland. Let's finish that off there. Let me have a zoomer in there. Put that over 6 of these. Let's have a look at that head. You see it there? You see it there? That's alright. We don't want gas in this lager or beer. Don't want to be gassed out. That's right there. I haven't done a number. I'm going to have to put a number in there. Let's do it now before I forget. The golden beer. Very bland. Well, not bad. It's perfectly alright, that. No special. It's not going to shoot out at you. It's not doing nothing. We're going to give it a 5 out of 10. I think that's a fair number here. 5 out. Look at these numbers. 6 is the maximum number we've had. 4.5, 5, 5. 5.5, I think that says the. We're down. Well, that's funny, isn't it? We're at last one, and the last one in pictures. I'm not surprised. 3.4%. Let's have a look at this. Put it back there. Let's have a look at these bubbles for a start. We don't want a lot of gas in us lager. We don't want to be gassed out. No need for it. The sun's gone now. It's very grey. Low-level grey skies. I knew it was perfect timing, Lee. Get these lagers in like sun was shining, where we still had that lovely, clear, blue, sunny summer's day in March and April. Right, let's have a sniff. Let's have a sniff there. Oh, hey. Well, it reminds me of another lager there. I'm not going to say which one, but it might be that. Let's have another sniff. Yeah, it's definitely telling me that. I told you what it was before. It's very similar on scent there. The old scent there. Let's have a look. Have a taste. Oh, this is very high top end, this one. It's very high. It's very high on the top end. On your bitterness, you can have it come from base, and it's a real depth to that bitterness, and it rises up. On the other end, you could have it at the top, on the bitterness, and it just goes down. I'm going to have to have a bit more of this, just to be sure. There's not a lot of bubbles here. You don't want a lot of bubbles. I'll tell you what. It's very light. And the bitterness is at the top again. I can't remember which one it was. But the top end bitterness is right up here. It's really light. It's not as dense as that last one I had. I can't remember which one it was. You've watched video, you know which one it is. Pardon me. There's not a lot of gas neither. Pardon me. You don't want a lot of gas. Pardon me. You don't want to be bloated out with gas. Last thing you want. Get rid of that gas there. But the bitterness is right here. Just at the top end here. See that there? It's not going right down here and then dissipating. It's right here, that bitterness. Let's try a bit more. There's not a nice amount of bubbles here, but they're not gassing you out. You don't want that. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I'm just going to try another one here, just to be sure. It's very light on the bitterness at the top end there. It's right here in top, that bitterness, and then it dissipates as it goes down. There's no bitterness there, just top end. It's that smell I'm looking at now. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I know I've said it before. I have said it before, and I know it makes no sense, and you think I'm nuts, but it's right, it is here. There's definitely a bit of BO here. You can really smell that BO. There's a bit of BO at top end. There's high top end BO on fragrance. I have another smell. Definitely. I'm not gonna mess about here. That BO is there. You can really smell it at the top end. On the fragrance. There's a BO there. Taste it. The colour is light. You can see how light that colour is. The flavour is really at the top end. And as you drink it down, that flavour's there, then it dissipates to nothing. It's just there, right at the top. It really is right at top flavour. But it definitely does have the BO scent of the Shipyard. So we're looking at IPA Goblin Green and Shipyard. Both got BO fragrance to it. No doubt about it. It's a light lager. There's no crispiness again. I really was hoping for a crispiness to this lager, but there is none. Now, I've had that Birra Italiana from Lidl, 149 for 500ml, 5% I think it is. That is a really light, crispy lager. That's my number one lager, but it is 149, so I can't really get that every time I fancy a lager. This was free, remember? Given by a friend. I haven't been paid to review it. It's been given away for some reason. Very light. I'm going to say it again. Your flavour is here to here, and then after that, there's nothing. That is exactly what this is. It's not that good, this one. I've got to remember there's no alcohol in this hardly at all. Right, I'm going to sit down and just drink it, and I'll be back with a number. Alright. Well, I've just about finished it off. You see what's on there for thee? Not a lot. Just finish it off. The old Green Goblin, the IPA. Another BO flavour. There's no getting away from it. And my old Ben out there. Well, to say I'm disappointed is understating it. I mean, look at them numbers. It's the Green Goblin's brand. There's not much there at all. It's a top end, little bit of bitterness, but it don't follow through with anything. Quite disappointing. I'm going to give this. Very bland, top end, pardon me, not a lot of gas. There ain't no lot of gas in these gases, balls, eh? I'm going to give that. You don't want gas. You don't want gas in your beer lager. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Really, nothing special at all. I'm really disappointed. The only upshot to this is I am paid for it. Cost nothing. I'm going to review here, and the highest number is on Breakspear. 6 out of 10. Shipyard BO, 4.5 out of 10. We've got the Wainwright, 5 out of 10. And again with the Hobgoblin Gold Beer, 5 out of 10. The first beer we tried, lager. Boom, a great name there. Boondoogle. 5.5 out of 10. And the last one we had here, the Green Goblin, the lowest alcoholic content, 4 out of 10. Well, it's quite disappointing. I can't say it ain't gone to my head, because it has gone to my head a little bit. So what we're going to do here, just empty that glass out. And so we'll have a bonus here. There's 1 can in that fridge. Let's go get it out. Now, back in the 90s, this was a premium lager. The 2000s, it was a premium lager. You're talking a pound can, always. 4.50. Dread to think what it costs now. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna, after testing all these 6 cans, bottles there, we're gonna try a Heineken. Let's see what it stands at compared to these flavours there. Boring there. I don't want an head here, but this is gassy like. You really have to get a head on there. Get that head going. Get it in there. Look at that head. There's too much head there. There's too much gas. You don't want gas. You don't want gas over there. It's boring. Last one there. I think they were £13 for 15 cans from Sainsbury. Let me put that there. What we're going to do is blow that head off. I'm not messing about here. We're going to blow that head off. Let's get it up there. You can really see how much of a head the Heineken has. 440ml. I don't know what the alcoholic percentage is. Let me get my eyes in there. There it is. 5%. My ass. Let's have a look here. I'm going to blow that head off. I'm not messing about. Blow it out. I'm not messing about with this. Look at that. Well, I've had 6 bottles of that. Some of them have had alcoholic beverages in there. Let's have a look at them. Let's have a look at them bubbles there. You can really see them bubbles. There's not a lot, but it is gassy, this. Very light on colour. Let's have a sniff. Yeah, it's a bit, what is that? No special. Premium lager in 90s, this. Let's give it a crack there. Oh yeah. Right at that top end there's a crispy crunchy flavour to it. Really engages that crispy crunchy flavour. Straight away. I've had 6 bottles, all different flavours, which I don't advise to anybody. If you can have a beer or a lager, try and stay to the same lager and beer, because if you don't, you're going to know about it the next day. It's really bad stuff there. But this, after having all those different flavours there. It actually tastes chemically. I always have that Heineken when it's on offer. But when you have these other flavours here, and try and differentiate it does taste totally different. Totally different, and not in a good way at all. Let's try it more. There's some sort of machine oil in that flavour. Now I've had that since 90s, and I always pick it up at Christmas when it's £11 for 15 cans in Sainsbury's there, or 2 for £22, which is 30 cans. This was always a premium. Let's try a bit more, because there's something wrong here. It's a mechanically oil flavour to this. Now I know it sounds nuts, but when you've had a few of these, well, I've had 6, haven't I? Totally different flavours there. They're all there. Then you go back to your Heineken there, just to see differential. I just want to try another swig there. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It's like an engine oil. A very thin engine oil, chemically incorporated. That's what this is here. That's what this is, alright. Let me just try some more, I can't be right. If you were to drink the engine oil out of your engine, Heineken would be the answer. It makes no sense. But when you've had all these differentials here, you've tried them, and you go back to this mass-produced, the best definition for it is engine oil, and I've always drank that when it's on offer. That's engine oil compared to them. Just says it all right there. Engine oil Heineken. And when I get that, 0 out of 10. You can't tell till you've had the others. I can tell difference alright. It's really not very impressive. 5%, eh? You can really tell difference. I didn't expect that, but that's what's happened here. Will I be buying Green Goblin again? Boom. Gold Goblin. Wainwright. Shipyard. Breakspear. Breakspear's the highest rated here. I think that's a fair number here. No special. Better than this shit here. You can really tell difference, alright. That really does taste like engine oil. When you've had all them, you can really tell difference. What have I been drinking? Throw that out of the way. Will I be buying this again? No. I didn't buy it in the first place. It was given by a friend there. But the highest rated one was 6 out of 10. So it's no special anyway. I've done the review. I'm going to stick with the old Brewery Italiano from Lidl, £1.49 for 500ml of 5%. Lovely like crispy lager. I do like that. As for these, oh, they've gone to my head, but they've gone to my head. But there's no standout there. 6 out of 10 ain't good enough. You needed an 8 at least. Right. Cheerio there. Engine oil compared to the rest of them. I won't be buying that again. Right.